I hope that I'm speaking for EUK, and especially Greenford, in these feelings that maybe others have. That EUK and its people, we were an institution. It wasn't just a normal business. You know, I know that I was, they used me a lot there because of my computer skills and didn't really pay me for the things I did. And, when they wanted, they kicked me out of areas. And they didn't really help me achieve my potential. But I loved that place, and I wanted to carry on working there for as long as possible, even though, I moved far away because I was in a different area. And I was in, for the last, from October, was in South London, so I was commuting an hour and something to get there, but I was still doing it, and I was finding it, I knew that eventually I would have to try and find a job in the area that I was in, but I was finding it very difficult because of the people there and the feeling of working there. It was like a home to me. I always used to say that Sorters was my home. And I always, I remember, when during the end, when there was no agency there, we had to run Sorters. And the ironic thing is, Sorter 3 was the first sorter when I was brought there, and the place looked so big when I was brought to UK, and the place looked huge, and they were doing testing still, and I was part of Sorter 3 on the shoots. And there was like 1 or 2 products coming down, and those were really boring times for that first few months when nothing seemed to work. And I think they moved Peak to Blythe at that time because it just didn't work. And although that was good because there was not many people there, they often let me temporary team lead. And I think I did at night shift. I did a temporary team lead there for a little while. And I remember, what was his name? Jones. He heard, that was his surname, heard me on the radio when I was asking for something, and he said, "Who's that?" And because he heard my voice was good, and he was impressed. And that's what got me to temporary team lead on the night shift for a few weeks. That they were just using me really, because as soon as it was gone, that was it. They never advanced me in anything. I know I tried to become a team leader 3 times. I probably wasn't suitable because I'm not very good at telling people what to do. But I am good at rallying people together when I had to do it. Anyway, trying to think if there's any more funny stories I can tell you about EUK that I can remember, as this is going to be my last video about Entertainment UK now that it's finished. I know there's one where I was, when I used to go Sorters, I used to visit Lance on the mini load, and we used to chat there. And there was one time when I came to visit them in Special Services, and my team leader came, and I saw her coming, and I dashed down the Special Service Manual Bass area, as Lance said, like a gazelle. And their team leader asked him, where's Harris? Wasn't he just here then? So she must have seen me charging her. Everyone used to know that I loved that area. And that was the irony when they moved all the permanent from Sorters, and they said that I was going to go to Special Services. And I was as surprised as anyone because Tony was in charge of that, and I believe he didn't want me there. And a lot of other managers didn't want me there because they didn't want 3 Englishmen there. They didn't want me, Lance and Richard there because they knew that we all liked each other. So I think they wanted me in goods in tote loading, and I think that was as a punishment personally. Because, I have computer skills, and to put me in on tote loading, but then, I know that lots of people, but that's how it worked there. But luckily I think I was the only person that I was told that actually they fought for me. Sean and Darshna, especially Darshna, fought for me to get me in Special Services because of my computer skills to work on Elvis on the Virgin, Elvis the system on Virgin Savvy. And although I didn't do that very much, I actually ended up learning the AS400 system with Richard because I enjoyed that. I really didn't like the Elvis system. I thought it was slow and outdated. But I did at the end learn it, so I did help out eventually. Oh, and there was a time when I was sent to, what was that area called? Near Goods Inn at the back. I've forgotten its name now. And I was sent there and put in charge by Kamal Chakul to look after that area. Was it on a weekend, or was it on a... I don't remember. And Lance used to go on about how good I was, that in charge of all these girls. You know, telling them how to get the stuff, and I was sort of organising, and I really liked that. I really did enjoy that, especially organising, because I'm quite organised, and I was working, and especially with Lance's help as well, because he's good at organising as well. But organising that, you know, the people put the stuff there, and then we palletise that, we move that, and then we do this and we do that, and I really enjoyed that. I got quite a buzz out of organising that and it running smoothly, you know, and it all ran smoothly, and I did a good job. No one ever said thank you. Lance knew how good I did, but I expect Kamal probably did say thank you. Actually, she was a very good team leader for saying thank you and things like that, but, you know, it never went any further. I wasn't recommended or anything. I know I was often brought to different areas because of my multi-skills, but it often felt like I was being used more than appreciated. But I loved the place, and if it was opened again, even though I'm so far away, I probably still would go back there, especially if I knew that other people that used to work there would. But yeah, they were good times. I think I better end it there. If you can remember any moments, please add your comments and your video responses, and message me any personal details. So that's it really. Entertainment UK is no more. The irony is Woolies has survived through an internet business, and the ironic thing is that EUK was it £1 billion or £1 company that used to make turnover or whatever, sales or whatever you want to call it, and was profitable historically, and Woolworths wasn't. And the irony is Woolworths continues only because it's a brand name, whereas the UK wasn't very well known other than in the areas where it dealt in. You know, it wasn't a street name. So that's the irony then, isn't it? What does that say about the world? So yeah, on behalf of all who worked at Entertainment UK, and who gave their efforts and their love, their blood, sweat and tears, it's over now, but it won't be forgotten. It was a special time, a special place with special people, an institution. So that's it. Take care, take it easy, and peace.